She's so fine. Hell of a hell of a blows my mind. Hell of a hell of a lights my day.
What's good, guys? As you can tell, this video will be regarding the Shanquella Robinson case. And specifically, I wanted to bring the interview that Quilla Long, who is Shanquella Robinson's sister, did with All Viral Access Media. I think it was 2 days ago. So if you're not subscribed to his channel, please go do so. He will have the interview in its entirety. I will not. I cropped out the important pieces to kind of shorten it. Because my attention span's not that long, guys, and I don't do them long videos. So I wanted to bring that to you, and I also wanted to give him credit for it. But because of fair use, I'm allowed to replay it. And according to Shanquella Robinson's sister, Quilla, she wants this to get out there. And I also want to specifically say, I cover this case because I'm passionate about getting justice. I think my work speaks for itself. I'm not one of these people that do the clickbait. That's not me. I'm not about that life. But you can go check my work, and I believe it will speak for itself. And my subscribers, my regular subscribers, should tell you that as well. But the first part I want to play for you is how she talks about how people are judging this family on their grieving. Okay, and you have to take this into context. They are grieving very publicly. This is an international case. So they are under the microscope. People are watching every single thing they do. And she specifically mentions she was dancing. Quilla Long was dancing before the rally because she was excited. And she's allowed to do that, okay? But for whatever reason, somebody posted something slick under her comments talking about it. And that's not right. You can't judge this family on how they're grieving. Everybody grieves differently. But I want her to explain that part. And I also want her to explain how they feel about these tears, okay? So let's cut to this piece of the interview.
Let your listeners know that also, put this out there, them motherfuckers came to my house.
Wow.
One night, the two girls did. I think that was that Tuesday night, and them motherfuckers were here crying, and they killed her. So what crying is going to do? Why do you need to see that? I can cry, I can break down and cry right now in front of you. You know what I mean?
And they're gonna say you ain't cry hard enough. So is the either you just
And then you'll say, yeah, then you'll say I'm that ain't no real cry then.
right.
It's going to always be something when people is viewing and looking into your life. And it's fucked up that we can't grieve because it's on the internet. It's everywhere. If I don't shut down some of my social media accounts, because as soon as I log in, it's someone speaking on her death.
Yes.
Or it's images of her funeral.
Right.
So we can't, and believe me, and everybody keeps saying, I put up a video the other day and I danced right before her rally. I was fucking happy that day.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And when I say happy, it takes me, I could be happy in about an hour from now. Then 2 hours from now, I'm back in a slump.
Right.
So people grieve. People under my video saying it's too early to be dancing. Well, motherfucker, what did you want me to do? Do you want me to sit in a fucking room in the dark all day and piss on myself?
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to get up. You got to fucking move. And I don't know what God served. What God they serve, but our God and this family is hell of a, because we're strong and they keep telling us we don't want to do interviews. My mama tired of doing interviews. She's exhausted. But they keep telling us that we need to keep it alive, to keep her name going so that something can be done. As they can see, ain't nobody been arrested.
Now, I know that Gerardo Zuniga has been quite the hot topic in the Shanquella Robinson community. And so he asked her specifically about him. And I want to play what she said in regards to Gerardo Zuniga.
I don't know nothing about that. I just happened to see a clipping of it. It done got to the point that I've told people, quit sending me YouTube clippings of stuff. I'm tired of looking at the bullshit, and then it doesn't do nothing but gets me mad.
Now, I think at some point, All Viral Access Media may have referred to her as the mother, and she clarified it real quick. No, I'm the daughter. I am Salamander's daughter. That was my sister. I think he just kind of got twisted around with his words. But regardless, she then starts to talk about how people twist words. And man, I've seen them do it in several cases. So she's talking about how people will take snippets of things that they say and apply them in ways that don't fit the context in which they said it. And I think that's something that's as old as time. People are going to twist it around to make it be what it is, what they want it to be. So she talks about that. And then she also talks about how people keep sending them information, like YouTube videos and stuff like that. And I hate that people are doing that to these people. They are trying to grieve. And I just hate that people are taking it upon themselves to do that type of thing. But regardless, I'm going to cut to her part of the interview where she speaks about this.
Everybody want to be an investigator. Then I had a clip, and I try to stay away from interviews. We did a press conference.
Right.
Now I'm the daughter. I'm the sister. I heard you say my child. Did you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I did a clipping. I said maybe 3 statements, and they took that and went somewhere else with it. They put on there that I said that everybody was arrested. Like, go and do your if you're doing research, do research. Get the whole interview.
Right.
You know what I mean? You get people cutting information and putting this out and halfway putting this video out or cutting questions that's been asked, and then they feel like my mom is. I see somebody say my mom was lying. Motherfucker, the story that was given to her was a lie.
Right.
She telling you what they was telling her. We you know what, we appreciate that. It's very greatly appreciative that people that we don't know. I got 1 million inboxes from my Facebook. I just shut down my Facebook account. From my Instagram, I can't answer them all. I can't see them all, but everybody it's been positive, and they saying their condolence. But then you get the negative motherfuckers who trying to make some money out of something. I seen something where they talking about we getting a Lifetime movie. Ain't nobody came to us talk to us about no Lifetime movie. Whatever clipping this was, the person had my mother's picture up, my sister's father picture up, then had people beside them who's supposed to be playing they part. Like, come on.
Let me just say this.
The world, you know, the internet tell lies. The world, yes. We got to be smarter than what we are, and it's obvious that we're not.
And this next part, she talks about Gerald Jackson and the North Carolina beat. And I know a lot of people have said some negative things about him, but you can say what you want to say about him. But had it not been for him, we would have never known. We would have never known. And she's going to explain that part. So the family, think highly of him. And I want to make sure that this part is heard specifically.
I'm just saying it's crazy, and people is taking our pain and trying to get somewhere with it. And I'm not talking about you. It's some people that's been genuine. And there's one blogger, the Carolina Beat Lit with Gerald. If it wasn't for him putting their pictures up and their names, the shit wouldn't be where it is now. Because the news would come here and try to interview us, but they didn't want us to say no names. Mm-hmm. He called me one day and got me in a good place, about like me calling you back, talking to you. Right. And I told him, and he went and got the pictures and name and put it out there. And ever since then, it's been going. Right. What people will know, the world will know.
Now, I have heard this foolish rumor out there. It's just a foolery for me. But she addresses this Lifetime movie rumor, which I knew was a rumor. But unfortunately, some people didn't think it was a rumor. So she gets this all the way together in this section. And she also wants to let everybody know that the family truly appreciates the condolences, all the stuff that has been sent to them. Now, don't get it twisted. She really does. They really do appreciate that. Now, one of the most important parts of this interview is all viral access media asked her to clarify this whole situation with Khalil and the females that came to Miss Salamander Robinson's home. And she clarifies that for us. Because a lot of people were saying Miss Salamander cooked for them and they sat there and broke bread and ate and blah, blah, blah. And she goes into detail about what really happened. Because you can say something like, oh, yeah, they sat down and they ate with her and blah, blah, blah. It wasn't exactly like Miss Salamander was in there in the kitchen sweating, cooking up this meal, and they was in there eating, and it wasn't like that. And so she's going to explain exactly what it was like. And she's also going to let people know up front that she is the fighter, not Shanquella. She is the fighter. And had she known, them girls would have been in trouble. Trouble. Let me cut to this.
When Khalil brung those two bitches to the seat, to the table of your mom's table and ate, that part
Wait, now,
bothers me the
that's
most.
kind of, they didn't, I don't know if they gathered something to eat. I seen someone said, I wouldn't be cooking. Her mama cook. My mama don't cook. So I don't know where they got their part from. Our whole family, when they got here that night, our whole family was here. Right. So them girls damn sure ain't gonna stay. They only came one night. I seen somebody say they came every night. No, the only person showed up maybe 4 nights straight was Khalil. And at this point, it had to be for he can find out what we know.
Yeah.
You know, the girls came one night and we ain't hear no more from them. And they sat here and cried. That's why I say crying means nothing.
Facts.
They sat here and cried, and one of them motherfuckers threw the last blow.
Exactly.
So they sat here and cried and they lied to us. I can't remember if they got something to eat or not. And really, to be honest, my mama been through so many motherfucking questions, she probably don't even remember.
Right.
But we know they came here that one night and we ain't seen them girls since. And they said nothing happened, wasn't nobody fighting. Then you would think they enjoyed the trip until that whatever took over my sister, what they were saying, alcohol poisoning.
Right.
So with everybody being here that night, I'm gonna tell you something. If we knew what we knew now,
right.
They would not have made it out my house.
Right.
Because my family was here.
Right.
So you know damn well they ain't gonna come here and say, oh yeah, we was fighting her.
Right.
If God would have revealed or showed me that video,
right,
me sitting in here with them,
right.
Oh man, because I'm the motherfucking fighter.
I'm scared of you.
It wouldn't have went like that.
And the last and final piece of this interview is just her saying, yes, put this out there. I want people to know, put this out there, put this out there. So I am just trying to spread clarification amongst the misinformation so that we can get it straight from the horse's mouth, which is Quilla Long, instead of somebody saying, oh, I talked to her and I talked to the... No. Get it straight from the horse's mouth. Anytime you can get it there, that's the best way to do it. So let me play this small little piece of what she says.
You tell me don't put that shit out.
Put it out there. How much did you get all of it?
I only got a little bit of the beginning, a little bit, but I pretty much got enough though, you know. But is there
put it out there? You get out the crying part and have me and my mama in here every night.
Yes.
Nobody has to show you their pain.
Right. I got that.
Well, that's definitely what I wanted to put it out. Put it up. I don't care what you put it everywhere.